Oh, greetings, programs. I'm Jacko. Welcome back to the Gamification, a place where fellow geekers want to get together and talk about all the things happening in the world of gaming, movies, animation, and what have you. Let's start things off with the first segment I'm going to call New News. It's good news. Not always. Not much game stuff happening this week, but a bit of movie news coming out. So let's start off with number one being, I can never pronounce this properly. Joaquin Phoenix is Joker origin movie is a go at Warner Brothers. This is from HollywoodReporter.com. Joaquin Phoenix recently. Sorry, let's start that again, okay? Joaquin Phoenix recently finalized his deal to star as the arch nemesis of Batman, and shooting is set to begin in September in New York. Todd Phillips is directing the film and co-wrote the script, which the studio describes as being an, quote, exploration of a man disregarded by society that is not only a gritty character study, but also a broader cautionary tale, end quote. Scott Silver co-wrote the script. So it was Todd Phillips and Scott Silver. Okay. Warner has yet to stake out a release date for the film, which goes against the grain of most comic book movies that have flags planted years in advance. But the Joker standalone pick is meant to be different from other comic book superhero movies. The project's budget is in the $55 million range, significantly lower than the tentpoles that dominate the form, which is usually like what? Between 1 and 300 million usually. Especially with all the special effects and the explosions and whatnot. And the standalone is meant to be a darker, more experimental in tone and content. In brackets, at least as experimental as the studio can be with established brands such as DC, which is described as being akin to a crime drama. Another person that was rumored to be on this was, oh, hang on, I gotta look this up. Robert De Niro, that's who it was. He was rumored to be in it as well, and given that, we could assume that it's definitely going to be like a crime drama kind of thing, a lot of gangster involvement, which makes me kind of tend to believe it's either going to be something similar along the sides of the 1989 Batman with Jack Nicholson, or it could be a lot more closer to the Killing Joke version of Joker, where Jack was a chemist or something, or he worked at a joke shop or something. It's different every time. So he worked in the lab next to the joke shop or something. But he was struggling. He left to be a stand-up comic. He's struggling though. He's got a pregnant wife and they live in this shitty part of town. He goes to the mob to help get some money together, and everything goes haywire, and he ends up becoming the Joker. He's had a bad day, right? He just takes one bad day, and if they're saying it's an exploration of a man disregarded by society, and a broader cautionary tale, like give a guy a break or something, I'm assuming this could be the case. And if they're doing a live action version of the Killing Joke instead of just like a complete, almost a carbon copy of the original comic like they did with the animated movie, this could be interesting, especially with the darker tones, the different lighting they could use. This should be good. And obviously as well, it having a much smaller budget goes into it will be shot in a lot more personal way because of that, to save on expenditure. So there we go. That's pretty cool. I wrote the title for news number 2. Hello, what have we here? I'm an idiot. Anyway, Billy D. Williams is returning to a galaxy far, far away. This is also from the Hollywood Reporter. The actor who famously played the galactic gambler Lando Calrissian will reprise the role for Star Wars Episode 9, the next Star Wars installment from Lucasfilm. Chatter about Williams joining the production, which is set to begin later this summer. So, from what I've heard, this is pretty much within the next week or two, honestly. From what I've heard in the grapevine. Increased in days when the actor bowed out of an upcoming sci-fi and pop culture convention, citing a conflict with a movie schedule. Where I'm assuming that's going to be San Diego Comic Con, which starts at the 19th of July, I believe. So next Thursday, next Friday, fair if you're interested. Look forward to more news coming out from there. Sources confirmed that the Hollywood Reporter that Williams will indeed be returning to Star Wars film franchise for the first time since 1983's Return of the Jedi. There's also been a rumor that Kerry Russell, who's worked with J.J. Abrams before, because J.J. Abrams is directing Episode 9, apparently she'll be coming in as a new character in Episode 9 as well. There's talks, anyway, it's an unnamed character. But I'm assuming she's going to be someone from the First Order or a third party type. We'll just have to wait and see. But apparently she's worked closely with JJ before. She was in Felicity. Apparently that was one of her big break moments. So we'll see if that actually happens. Okay. News number 3. Action RPG Code Vein delayed until 2019. This is from Engadget. Sorry, Engadget. Okay. Just a month after Bandai Namco revealed a release date for the much anticipated RPG Code Vein, the company says it's now delaying the launch until next year. Originally expected to drop this September, Code Vein is a Dark Souls meets anime mashup that created a lot of excitement since its announcement in 2017. Which, according to Namco, is the reason for its postponement. In a release, the company's vice president of marketing and digital, I don't know if I want to pronounce this, Harvey Howard, I'm sorry, Howard, said they made the decision in order to further refine its gameplay in an effort to exceed the expectations fans. Oh, I've lost my line. Fans already have of the title. There's an extra bit here, sorry. Bandai Namco is pulling it from Gamescom 2018 while the improvements are made. Whether this is to preserve the ultimate big reveal or is indicative of problems deeper than gameplay design is unclear. However, the launch change does mean the game will no longer have to compete with the likes of Spider-Man, Tomb Raider, and Destiny 2, which all have games slated for release on September 28. There must be an expansion. Bandai Namco has not provided any kind of time frame for Code Vein's appearance in 2019, but says it will be revealing future hands-on opportunities soon. Yeah, okay, so this is pretty straightforward. They've shown off the game like at E3. People go, wow, this looks amazing. I can't wait to see more. And then Bandai Namco's like, people are actually interested in this? Oh, shit. We better actually make it a lot better than what we thought we'd have to do. So it's understandable that they're going to delay it. Removing Gamescom is pretty self-explanatory as well. Let's work on it. Let's not put anything else out. Square Enix does a bad job of this, for example, where they're like, yeah, we're still building on it. Here's another little bit or a trailer that you've seen before. And people go, all right, just hurry up and bring out the game. But with Bandai Namco, they're like, you know what, let's just take our time, pull back a bit, polish it up, then get it out next year instead. And that's fine, because from what I saw, it was like Dark Souls Light, where it was a lot faster and there wasn't as much consequence, I guess. But falling off the edge would mean you die, and the bosses had the similar kind of fighting styles, I guess you could say, where those big, slow, heavy movements, but with extra damage and whatnot on top of that. Yeah, so I'm glad they're pulling them back just to polish it up, make it a better, a bit more. I want to say like a game that stands out more. Uh, I'm expecting to see something from TGS as well, at least. Tokyo Game Show, if you don't know what that means. That's where a lot of the Japanese type games are shown because it's a Japanese only event usually. Yeah, they don't really cater to the West over there, so whenever I see something at Gamescom, which is a Europe primarily game, they base off of Germany, or at E3, I'm surprised somewhat. But if you want Japanese games, look at TGS. Alright, that's it for the news, but we'll go into game chat, but there's not really much to chat about. Yeah, so the one thing I did actually want to mention from game chat was I saw this picture come up on Twitter, I believe, and this is what really interested me, where whenever I play Uncharted, like you get hit and you see the red reticule around, like the overlay whenever you get hit, but it's not actually Drake getting hit. It's his luck running out, and I thought that was such an interesting concept for a game, but it was never actually explained until now. Yeah, so when I read this, I actually thought that's such an Indiana Jones thing where he's running around and like dancing around the battlefield kind of thing as much as he can, gets out of these crazy predicaments by the skin of his teeth, and then out of nowhere he's like, hands up. No, not Indiana Jones or Drake. It's just like someone corners him right near the end where he's just about to reach the treasure or get out of that situation, and like he's in Germany or something, you know, and so Indiana Jones in Germany, and then all of a sudden, get your hands up. And he's like, oh, okay, we're caught again. And that's such an... So when I read this, I'm like thinking, oh, wow, Indiana Jones to the max. And that's what the whole game is, really. Like, you can say, from in my opinion, Lara Croft is... Yeah, sure, it's like the female version, but it's a bit more of the... Let's worry about the stakes a bit more. Where this is just like a popcorn movie kind of game where you just run in, have a blast, have a crazy weird time, and then get out again. Anyway, I think what I'm trying to say is the atmosphere is different between Uncharted and Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. Okay. So I went on a little bit long for that. Not much rumors or anything. So we'll just go with games out this week, yeah? Okay, so there was a bit, but these ones I thought were interesting. Another World on Switch, Dead by Daylight Curtain Call, PS4, 20XX on the PS4, Nintendo Switch and Xbox One. Here's one for the kids, and it makes you remember the old franchising days where they just pump out crappy games. Hotel Transylvania 3, Monsters Overboard, and that's all on all platforms, so PC, Xbox, PS4, Switch. Bomber Crew, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. This, for just the title makes me think of Bomberman ripoff, but play and let me know. Defiance 2050, PC, PS4, Xbox One. I love this one. Holy potatoes! A weapon shop? That's on PS4. MXGP Pro, Xbox One, PS4, and PC. HoloLab Champions on PC, so that'd be a VR sports kind of game, I guess. Luminous Remastered on the PS4. The Lion Song on Nintendo Switch. Dream Match Tennis on the PSVR, if you like sports games and those Wii kind of games, I guess you would call them. Gold Digger Maze on PC. Hey, Octopath Traveler's come out today, and that's on the Nintendo Switch. You've heard me talk about it before, and I'll say it again. That's one I'm very much looking forward to playing. Very Final Fantasy-esque, 16-bit kind of thing. Great music, great character development as well, just from what I played from the demos. Yeah, it really surprised me. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, that's a good one for the kids. Nintendo Switch and 3DS, because it's been out on the 3DS already. Yeah, it has. Yeah, I'm right. And Nintendo Switch it's coming out now. Lego The Incredibles is finally out, and that's on all platforms. Chicken Assault Reloaded, Nintendo Switch, PC, and PS4. And I looked up the trailer for this, and my god, it's crazy. It's a side scroller kind of game. 16-bit, 8-bit, 8-bit, 16-bit kind of style. Like a rooster or something, you're shooting and killing, but the music just makes me laugh so much. So go check out the trailer at least and have a look and see if you're interested in that. Alright, that's it for me today, guys. Thanks for sticking around for as long as you have. If you have any questions or concerns, if I'm wrong about something, are you looking forward to any of the movies that I've been talking about, the Joaquin Phoenix one? Especially, I want to know if you're looking forward and what kind of theories can you think up that's going to have to do with that movie. Let me know by follow me at Jackosaurus, email me, ask me some questions, mention some topics or something that you think would be interesting we can incorporate into the show. So you can email me there at thegamification@outlook.com. Join our group on Facebook. We have a bit of a laugh and a lollygag over there at the gamification group. We share a few things. We'll try and start a meetup soon within the next 3 months or something. So you're over here in Australia or in Melbourne. I'd love to hear from you guys. Sorry, I'm eating popcorn. Yum, 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 yum. Alright, that's it again for me. Also, please remember to like and subscribe to the video. Hit the notification bell as well, because I'll use the excuse that I'll keep the release of these videos a surprise, but it's actually just me and time management being worse enemies. Okay, yeah, I think that's about it today. I'm all over the shop today. Thank you, and offline.